Hey Richie, I figured this would probably be easier than emailing you and try to give you my thoughts in words rather than just let you listen. So, researching this water thing, there's definitely a lot of people out there that have been studying this, saying that water has memory, water is conscious, all that stuff, and it really gets you thinking. I'll try to send you some links to some of the things I was looking at. There's some videos. I think that one guy that looked at the crystals after he talked nice to water and talked mean to it and everything, I think his name's Masuro Emoto or something like that. His daughter's still carrying on his work. There's other researchers out there that are freezing water and finding out that it does in fact have memory and everything. Things they say to it, pictures they show it, they'll freeze it, and when they look at the ice after it freezes, there's pictures that they showed it that the ice forms whenever it's frozen. So there's people out there that are researching the same thing, that are finding water has memory. And this is kind of like Flat Earth was for me whenever I first found out about it, and it just consumed my thoughts. And that's all I wanted to research. This is doing the same thing. So I started thinking about water and like, okay, well, how far back does water go? You read the very beginning of Genesis, because that's what I like to do. If I find something new, where does it say this in the Bible? That's my source for truth. If it's in there, it's biblical then. So when you think back to the very beginning, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, and the earth became void and without form, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. That's right at the beginning. Maybe shortly after, but I mean, it's right there in the beginning where there's water, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the water. How much water? All of the water. Back then, that was day one of creation when He created light. So the Bible's talking about the face of the deep. I'm guessing that's the water that was deeper. And then the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the water, and then God said, let there be light, and there was light. The evening and the morning were the first day. The second day, God made a firmament, separated the waters above from the waters below. That water that He separated, I'm guessing, the waters of the deep, and those waters that the Spirit of God moved upon. And that got me thinking way back in 2000, I got certified for scuba diving. When we went out to do our checkout dive to finally get certified, we had a platform in this rock quarry, and the water was about 35, 37 feet deep. And the platform was down on the bottom. When we went in like second or third week of April, and in Pennsylvania it's still pretty cold out, especially the water. The surface temperature of the water was 56 degrees if I remember right. And when we got down to what they call the thermocline, the water changes, the temperature changes. And I think the thermocline was 43 degrees. And when you get down there to the thermocline, you can put your hand sideways, warm on top, cold on the bottom. And if you look at it at the right angle, you can almost see the separation. And that got me thinking too about like where the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean meet, where like the waters don't mix. One side's blue, one side's greener. And you can see a separation. If those videos are true, I've never been there to see it for myself, but I would have to believe that that is true. So, getting back to that, God made the firmament on the second day to separate the waters above from the waters below. So, when God made light on the first day, when His Spirit moved upon the face of the waters, the water wasn't separated, so I'm guessing all of the water felt God's presence. Now, I don't know if there's water stuck right on the other underside of the firmament, but it would probably still be yearning to get back on the other side of the firmament to be in heaven again. That water above, when God opened the windows of heaven and flooded the earth, I don't think all the water came down. And I don't think it went straight back up when the waters receded. So is the firmament kind of like what the globe would be? Is the firmament surrounding us in a sphere? Does it just go down to the edges of the earth? I don't know about that, but the water, when it said it receded after however long, I forget exactly. Moses was in, or not Moses, Noah was in the ark with his family. Anyhow, all that water has been getting memories from the very beginning. Did it see God? Did it see heaven? Because some of this research that I'm doing, I need to send you some links here. But the one article, I might have sent you that one, the unified water theory, it says that water has information from all time. So these data centers, I would have to think that they're looking for something. The Iraq War, they went out and they found Gilgamesh, Nimrod, whoever it was they got, his body and everything. The water would have seen him. It would know his DNA. It would know his parents. It would know his offspring. It has to have knowledge and information from the very beginning. So if I can think of this, and I don't even feel like I thought of this. I was watching your video about data centers and it was just like downloaded right into my brain. It was like God telling me, Brad, look into this. Get this out there. There's information here. Why does he want us to know this? I don't know. I guess knowledge will increase. Are we in those times when you're either going to get on board or you're going to sink? I don't know, man. There's something crazy, wacky going on. But even all the, like, look at Stranger Things. If you've seen any of that, Eleven, the main character, every time she wanted to go out and find somebody through, like MK Ultra, when they did the mind control and they can remote view people. In the TV show, they always put 11 into a vat of water, and she was able to reach out further. Water's connected to everything. I was thinking, I was standing outside the other morning, it was still dark out, and the dew and everything come up in the grass, and I'm thinking, wow, everything all the time is connected. That water is absorbing memories, getting knowledge and information. And if somebody could unlock that and know how to read water, there would be nothing hidden. Everything that's ever happened from creation until today, every drop of water has information and knowledge that we really know nothing about. I don't know. I hope this makes sense. Use it if you want. I don't care if you use any of it, some of it, all of it, whatever. It don't matter to me. I'm just trying to relay my thoughts so far into what I'm researching. Oh, I'll keep on it, brother. I'll talk to you later, man. God bless.